Let me know when you're streaming. Let me know when you're streaming. Okay, so let's look at, let me just render the video. Okay, so let's look. And I want to thank our YouTube members for watching. And my name is Lee Goldstein from 10 Minute Trades. Welcome to our YouTube stream of the oil inventory report, February 24th. So thanks for coming. And if you want to give us a like and subscribe to our channel, we would enjoy that very much. All right, let's take a quick look at the new homes trade. And testing gives you some good info. Let me show you the trade real quick. Watch gold first. It's had a bracket of 6. It filled very fast. The news came out right on time, and it pulled down and then went far enough that you feel comfortable that both your targets most probably would have been hit. The ES, let's see exactly what the ES did on our test. So the ES fills to the downside, which is really the wrong direction. Hits the first target and the second target. So who knows? To me, the ES is inconsistent because it didn't go the right way. So if I can trade gold and then the ES does that reversal, it might be that the ES is a reversal potential for new homes after the initial move is made. So that's a note that you make on your journal, and with your testing, that's what you start checking every week, every month. Okay, so new homes, interesting. Looks potentially tradable. Looks like it's starting to get consistent. I like to reboot my platform if I'm trading for real the next time. So the DMM for crude oil today, does have an error. It's the wrong time. It should be 29, right? Or 9:28, right? We're trading 10:29:58. No, it's 9:58. It's not the wrong time. It's not the wrong time. Mike, you see the time at the top. Oops, you're right. Correct. That's mistaken. Okay, we'll get back to the DMM in a second. Thank goodness for the trade room. So there's a lot of elements that make up the oil report. But what do you really need for it? What do you really need for it? What's the driving force in the oil report? It's really the crude oil inventory numbers. That's the driving force in this report. This time of year. Okay? This time of year. So we're trading ZL 421, CL 421. And last week's report was a tough, small, tiny profit, I think Fred told me. I was not here last week. Excuse me, and I don't have the video for last week. So who traded last week? Who traded last week? I heard it was a small winner last week. That's what I was told, small winner. So what I would trade, the way we've been trading oil, been using the bracket of 10, trading one contract right now, looking for 10 ticks with a stop of 12 on the breakout, okay? And that's 10, 29, 58. That's our breakout time. Okay. Entry time 10:29:58. Just looking one target for 10 ticks. Okay? One target, 10 ticks. Gonna save a template for CL. Do I have a CL breakout? No, it doesn't look like it. So we'll call it CL report, one contract, dated 2/24/21. Okay? That's how you save a trade template. That's what I thought you said, Fred. It was a small winner last week if you were patient. So it was not an easy trade last week. Crude, not an easy trade. So the breakout trade, my ex-wife is in surgery, folks, so bear with me. Okay. Forgive me, I apologize. So I'm looking for one position for a 10 tick profit. I'm also going to set up a reversal trade. Not sure if I'll take it. It all depends. Right now, oil is making a new high. It's hard to trade reversals when indexes are making new highs. They often just don't give you a place to get in. That's often the problem. Where to get in. One target, one position on a reversal, a target of 15 ticks, and usually I use a stop of around 18. And with a reversal trade setup, all you need to set up is a position, how many contracts, a target for each position, and you don't need an entry time. You just have to make sure it says reversal trade. Because with a reversal trade, and I'll set it up for real so that if I have an opportunity to take it, I might just do that. When you set up a reversal trade, let me label it so we know which one is the reversal trade. See why I labeled? When you enable that reversal trade, see how in strategy it says the label is right here, reversal? You get your buttons. So if oil should maybe drop down to the PP, although here's what worries me about the levels today. First of all, oil is tremendously bullish. So I think that there is a possibility for a reversal. If you drop to the PP, because oil's so bullish, it may not get magnetized and pulled into the low, which is below it. But that is the risk. I would rather have levels that are together than spread apart like that. But they are pretty far apart. So if you get a drop to the PP, it might be, depending how it gets there, it might be a potential reversal area. It might be. It's just something you think about if you want to trade that way. Okay. Let me show you a recent crude report. So you get an idea how they've been working. They've been working nicely. Here's a fairly recent one. Doctor said everything went great. Wow, when a doctor says great. So oil just went right down and hit the target. Okay, went right down and hit the target. Now, some people would reverse right off of that candle. You can't do both. You could trade crude as a reversal that week, or you could trade crude as a breakout. You would not have time to do both, in my opinion, unless you're Superman. But if you traded crude off of that candle and reversed that candle, which some people do, it might not have been a bad trade at all. It struggled though for that reversal to work. But if you caught it off the candle, follow my way of thinking here. The trade takes place at 10:30, right? So if you reverse the candle right now, after it hits that, right now, right at the bottom, you got to try, your timing is the key. You might have had a decent reversal trade to get out of quickly though. What you'd be getting out here. So that was February 3rd, the week after, February 10th. So there's your breakout. Struggling to make that 10 ticks. So I got a little worried, moved my target down, and just made half of it, just made 5 ticks. You had a really good drawdown, so it should work, and it did. 6 million barrels were used. That drives the price up, normally. Not always, but normally. And then you do have a potential reversal if you get to the high of the day, right? Something to consider. But it's getting late, and we would have been done by then. But if you're staying in and hanging around and watching crude, there are opportunities. And let's look at February 18th. How about that? I think I tried to make a recording February 18th and I forgot. Here's a lesson, something to learn. My charts, my price went off the chart because I did not hit the F key. If you hit the F key, it'll keep your price on the chart. So if you're trading unattended and you want to record it and see what's happening, hit the F key if you walk away from your computer. Now, obviously, I prefer to sit by my computer when I'm trading. But you want to hit that F key so your price doesn't disappear. Okay? So last week was a small winner, everyone said. And then let's look at January 13th. Nice move, right? And again, you have a reversal candle. Do you follow what I mean when I say a reversal candle? Let's say you're trading crude for reversals off the main candle. A lot of them will give you a trade. Forget the breakout, go long. 18 tick stop. And you've got a winning trade. You know, figure you're going to get in somewhere around there because of slippage. That is a way to trade reversals. Another way is you wait for a level to go to, like maybe the VWAP and the 6 p.m. open, it's possible, or the low of the day, you could reverse those. See, it's starting us, it's getting late for us. So is there a potential reversal there, or is crude just too bullish from the negative drawdown? That's your risk if you don't do it off the candle. But it looks like it started to work here with 9 ticks of heat. If you took your reversal at this level, it's not an awesome reversal level. It's not a high of the day. It's not the PP, but the 6 p.m. open and the VWAP. It's possible. Okay? Those are things you think about. Turn on the recorder. All right, so now we've got about 6 minutes for the news to come out. The breakout. Is enabled. Let's double check our setup one more time. The breakout setup, you highlight it. I have a bracket of 10. One target for 10 ticks. I'm risking 12. That assumes it doesn't blow through the stop and everything works perfectly. Okay. My entry time is 10:29:58. It's a breakout trade. And I'm really trading. Okay. Those are my setups. And then I have a reversal setup, which I usually, now that I'm trading the breakouts, I doubt if I'll get a reversal in, especially the levels on the chart. You know, the PP is the interesting one. So the reversal setup, all you do with the reversal is I'm just doing one position, one contract, one target of 15 ticks, and then I scroll down to trade entry, trade type, and it has to say reversal trade. That's the reversal setup, and when you enable it, it gives you your buttons. It gives you your buttons. So we have about 4 minutes or so, a little more. Let's check our time. We're going to go to the website time.is and see how it puts my computer in sync. I want to be in sync, very much so, especially for the oil report, because it's very time sensitive. Time.is is a website we go to, and it tries to put your computer in sync. All right, everybody good out there? So oil's been behaving itself. When we noticed the breakout started working, we started trading them. We haven't traded oil breakouts in a year. It's been a year. And then we started trading them about 6 weeks ago. We were doing pretty much strictly reversals on it for quite a while. And it's not that reversals aren't working now, but our most popular DNA for the company is we like to use breakout trades when we can. Okay? That's what we like to do. Chantal, are you around after this report to chat for a few minutes? Okay. I'll meet you right after, okay? So look, whatever happens, we've had a lot of winning recent oil trades. So every single trade is not going to work, okay? There's only one report that we have where almost every single trade works, and I'm not telling you what that is. That's not free information. So I'm just looking for 10 ticks and we got it in 1 second. Now there's your reversal candle. That's why you can't do them both at the same time, okay? That's why you can't do them both at the same time. There was a lot of slippage today. A lot of slippage. And you don't even have, you know, well, here's why it dropped. You have a huge build. Excuse me 1 second. You have a huge build. Think about this, folks. Why did it drop? When you first look at the build, you think to yourself, that's not a very big build. It's only 1 million. But they were expecting a drawdown of 5 million. So that's a 6 million build. It's a 6 million build. It's not a 1 million build. It's a 6 million build. If you understand how to read the results, right? If you understand how to read the results. Mike, did you make money though? Who made money? Who made money? People that are trading when I trade are making money. Now, look, there might be a reversal trade. You know what's interesting? I don't have enough time to do this. I'm not positive. I don't know if I have time to do this. Bear with me. I just want to change my charts to sim for a reversal. So I would consider a short here, but I'm in sim. Okay. Why? Because it got to the high of the day with a gigantic build. So it really should not stop me out. It's going to. And that's why I did it in sim. Oil's just too darn bullish today also. So the sim would not have worked, okay? I did not do that live, people. I did that in sim because oil is just so darn bullish today that even with a giant build, the reversal didn't work. Now, that's a reversal that if you didn't notice that oil's up 138 ticks, that you may be smart by not trying to short it, even with the build. We got our report because the report generally works, okay? If there's a good offset like we just had, we have a report that works. Let me show you the video before we go. Now, if you're on YouTube and you like what you see and you want to learn how to do this, give us a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell, right? And you'll know the next time we're going to be streaming on YouTube. And you can learn a lot about what we do. You could also go to 10minutetrades.com and sign up for our free schedule. Let me take a picture of this winning trade. Listen, you don't ever have to feel like a loser or feel foolish because you only traded 10 ticks, right? I had a goal, folks. I had a plan. I traded my exact plan, and it worked exactly as I expected it to. I could have gotten stopped out. I trade the oil report right now. It seems to be working best for 10 ticks. Now, what we might want to consider doing is adding another contract or two after it gets stopped out. I'm not going to up or change anything until the report doesn't work one time because I'm superstitious. Just me. Let's look real quickly at the trade. If the YouTube folks can see this, I highly recommend this system. It really works. That's from one of our members, Mike, saying that. Thank you, Mike. If you trade the right reports, that's how you make money. If you trade everything, nope, it's not going to work. You got to leave the bad reports behind or the inconsistent reports. And sometimes they'll work. And you have to be able to deal with that and not go cry in a corner when that happens. Just forget about it. And if you miss a trade, you got to forget about it. Forget about it. And if you have a bad trade, forget about it, right? If every trade is bad, forget about it. Forget about it. You ever see that episode? I don't remember what show it was where they were just talking about how forget about it means 100 different things. Forget about it. I think it was the De Niro. Was it the De Niro movie with Johnny Depp? Based on the book Wise Guy, I think, but that's not the name of the movie. What's the name of the movie, you all? Forget About It, where they talk about forget about it. Al De Niro and Johnny Depp, where Johnny Depp is an FBI agent. He turns him in. And he really becomes a mobster. So look at the trade. So one thing you got to like about our company is that we show you the trades we take. So we made that money for real. We can't make it up. And when we lose money for real. We don't make it up. So if I tell you, I think this trade is behaving well, it's because I know it's behaving well. It's not that I think, we've studied it. All right. So you see how you could take a reversal off the candle if you're not trading the breakout? If you're a reversal type of person, take care, Mike. Go long. 20 tick stop. And you have a really good trade. It scares you. It scares you. But you're just trading off the candle. And that's a very decent way to trade crude. It's working now. It's been working that way lately, clearly. It's been working that way. All right. Any questions? So who made money? Mike made money. Fred made money. Anyone else? Anyone else make a few dollars? Donnie Brasco. Thank you, Mike. Donnie Brasco. Great movie. One of the best movies ever made. One of Al De Niro's greatest parts ever. All right, folks. Let's look at tomorrow's schedule real quick. I'm going to put my charts on Sim so I don't accidentally put myself into a trade. I've done it. We've done everything. Yes, the surgery went great. She's out of surgery. Thank you, Fred. It's like I said yesterday, we have a very close family. And even though she's my ex, and she drives me insane, we're still a family. When you have kids, you're always a family. It's not true for everybody, I guess, but tomorrow's schedule. So tomorrow's kind of interesting. I'll tell you why. Tomorrow we've got preliminary GDP with the Thursday jobs. I think the market will be looking at the GDP numbers, and I think the GDP numbers are going to be gigantic. Gigantic. Okay? So I will trade that, even though there's 3 reports, core durable goods also, which has not been market impactful. Used to be, but it hasn't been. Pending homes, I figured we'd open the trade room a few minutes early to watch it, test it, and then we'll do the same thing. We'll trade natural gas. All right? Natural gas went back to its winning ways last week. And then we'll trade the 7-year note, even though that is the worst of the note auctions. But you saw what happened last week with the 20-year. People made a ton of money on the 20-year. So any questions, folks, before we go? Any questions? All right. So, folks, thank you on YouTube. Sign up for our YouTube channel. Give us a like for sure. We made money in front of you. And hit the notification bell so you know when we're going to be here next. And all my friends in the trade room, thank you for coming. If you're not trading, keep coming into the room and learn how to set up the strategy if you're using the software, so that you can trade the reports that we think make sense to trade. That's why you spent the money to be with us, right? Don't rush. Also, take your time. You're always better taking your time than trading before you're ready, okay? And feel free always to ask questions in the trade room, especially the trade room is our support area. I will stay if you have questions. Okay, folks? All right, everybody. I'll see everybody tomorrow at 8 o'clock, early bird tomorrow, 8 o'clock. All right, folks. Have a good rest of your day.